A certain language school has two classes for children. Is the range of ages in years of the children in the first class equal to the range of ages in years of the children in the second class? And so we have two classes, A and B. So if we want to know um, if we want to compare their ranges, so what is range? Well, so it's the greatest value in a set minus the smallest value, or in this case, it's going to be the oldest kid in either class minus the youngest kid. So let's see if we can find these things for our two classes. In each class, the number of children is 18, and the age of the youngest child is 8 years. So now we can say, so for each of our classes, our range is going to be our oldest kid minus 8. But we don't know how old the oldest kid is in either of our classes, so that's not going to be sufficient. The fact that there's 18 children in each of our classes, that doesn't really tell us anything about how old the oldest kid is in either of those classes. So still insufficient. Statement 2. In each class, the average age of the children is 10 years, okay? So by itself, this isn't going to be sufficient because let's say we got one class that has 2 kids in it, and each of them is 10 years old. So that's going to have a range of 0 because the oldest kid is equal to the youngest kid. And then we have another class, and let's say in this class we got one kid who is 5 and one kid who is 15. I don't know what scenario that would happen, but let's say it did. So in this case, the average is 10, but our range is going to be 10. So different ranges means this is insufficient. So now looking at them together, does that do anything to help us get the oldest kid in either class? So now we got 18 kids in each of our classes. The youngest is 8, and the average has to be 10. So if the average has to be 10, really all that is saying is the sum of my ages for each class has to be equal to 180. So the sum of your ages has to equal to 180. At least one of the kids is 8 years old, but there's still many possible mixes of ages for the rest of the kids to get to 180. So it doesn't look like there's going to be any way to definitively determine how old the oldest kid is in either of the classes. And so even together, this is going to be insufficient.